life isn't always, a barrel of laughs. But what if it could be? What if the key to less stress, maybe more joy, even better health, was just finding the funny? Today, we're really diving into this whole idea based on the research you sent over how to find humor in everyday life. Laugh more, stress less, live happier.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
Our mission, really, is to pull out the practical bits, give you a kind of toolkit to get more laughter going, even when things feel, mundane or tough. We'll get into observations, the science behind it, even awkward moments.
Let's do it.
So where do we start? Why is laughter such a big deal?
Well, it's funny, isn't it? We often just see laughter as this spontaneous thing that happens, but it's actually a really profound tool.
A tool? How so?
Think of it as a coping mechanism, for all the stress, the anger, the daily challenges life throws at us. It helps you keep a positive outlook, build resilience, almost like a mental workout.
Mental workout. I like that. So it goes deeper than just feeling good for a second.
Oh, absolutely. That laugh isn't just a quick mood boost. It's like a mini detox for your brain. It can actually help rewire things a bit, train your mind to look for the positive, makes you more resilient over time.
So it's active brain training almost.
Exactly. It can really transform how you see challenging situations, maybe even see them as chances to grow, feel less overwhelmed.
And the physical side is pretty wild too, right? I've read something about oxygen and chemicals.
Yeah. When you laugh, you physically take in more oxygen. Great for circulation, energy, and yes, it triggers endorphins.
Happy chemicals.
That's the ones. Your body's natural painkillers, mood lifters, like a natural opioid system, they call it. So you feel relaxed, happy.
Wow.
And get this, for keeping healthy, laughter has been shown to actually increase antibody-producing cells. Gives your immune system a little natural boost.
So it's a full body wellness thing, not just mental.
Definitely. A remarkable tool.
Okay, so huge personal benefits. But it's social too, isn't it? I mean, laughter is contagious.
Incredibly so. It just breaks down barriers, brings people together. A well-timed joke in a tense meeting, it can totally shift the energy, strengthens connections, improves communication.
Yeah, I've seen that happen.
And this really carries over into the workplace. More companies are starting to get this now.
Right.
Fostering humor, it can actually lead to more productivity, better team cohesion, less stress for everyone. Happy employees, tend to be more engaged, better communicators. It's a win-win.
Okay. So laughter superpower, we've established that. But the big question for a lot of us is probably how? How do we find the funny, especially when life feels decidedly unfunny?
Right. That's the key, isn't it? Becoming a sort of humor detective.
A humor detective. I like it. How do we get our badge?
Well, it starts with a shift in perspective.
Yeah.
You got to train yourself to look for the absurd, the quirky little things.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, so you know how sometimes people get really distracted on their phone and walk into things like a glass door?
Oh, yeah? Seen that or done that, maybe.
Exactly. In the moment, it's embarrassing, right?
Yeah.
But step back. It's kind of absurd. Or your cat deciding your keyboard is the perfect nap spot right when you have a deadline.
Ugh, don't get me started. Mine does that constantly. Chaos agent.
See? Frustrating then, but kind of funny later. Those are little opportunities for humor. It's about not taking everything so deadly seriously, like tapping into your inner child,
Oh, the inner child. So be more playful.
Totally. Kids find humor everywhere. Silly faces, weird games. They're masters. We sort of trade that in for seriousness as adults.
I'm playing too.
So reconnect with that. Tell a silly joke. Do a goofy dance. Who cares if you look foolish sometimes? That might be the whole point. Let go a bit.
Okay, I'm warming up to the goofy dance idea. Now, you mentioned observation. There's this term spoofing. What's that?
Yeah, spoofing is basically taking everyday stuff and injecting humor, maybe some wit. And it all starts with just noticing things, paying attention. Maybe you see someone's grocery cart. It's got like one giant zucchini, a tub of glitter, and a single ski pole. Your brain just starts making up stories, right?
Huh. Okay, yeah. Or like seeing ducks stop traffic.
Exactly. Those little observations, they're gold. They spark funny ideas, funny stories. It's often the really small stuff.
The little things, yeah. Like mishearing song lyrics or a weird typo.
Perfect examples. Those are often the funniest moments. And if you want to make this a habit, actually practice noticing.
What can you do?
Keep a humor journal. Seriously. Just jot down funny things you see, hear, or think. Quotes, little moments. It trains your brain to look for them.
A humor journal. Okay, practical tip. I like it. So we're spotting humor now. We're detectives. What's next? How do we develop our own funny, our own comedic voice?
Right. Moving from observer to participant. The absolute key here is authenticity. Be yourself.
Don't try to be Chris Rock if you're not.
Exactly. The best humor comes from you, your real life. Those clumsy moments, that time you said the wrong thing, that's your material. It's relatable.
So my tendency to trip over air is actually comedy gold.
Potentially. And that leads into self-deprecating humor, making fun of yourself a bit.
Tricky territory though, right? How do you do that without just putting yourself down?
Good question. It's strategic. Done right, it breaks the ice, shows you don't take yourself too seriously, makes you relatable. The key is poking fun at actions or situations, not like your core worth.
Got it. So joke about spilling coffee, not about being inherently clumsy.
Something like that. You can say something like, I try not to laugh at my own jokes, but hey, someone's got to do it. That's self-positive. But constantly saying, oh, I'm so bad at this just to get compliments, that can backfire.
Right, okay, makes sense.
And like any skill, it takes practice. Start small. Tell a funny observation to a friend. Build confidence.
And what about timing? Everyone says timing is key.
Oh, it really is. It's about feeling the moment. Sometimes you got to hold back, let people anticipate, build that little tension.
A pause can be funnier than rushing the punchline.
Exactly. And use relatable examples. Oh, an exaggeration. That's a big one.
Exaggeration.
Yeah, taking a story, stretching it to the extreme, makes it more absurd, gets bigger laughs. Your cat on the keyboard becomes like a hostile corporate takeover.
Huh. Okay, I can see that.
No?
This humor stuff.
Yeah.
It really seems like it could change interactions.
Yeah.
But it feels like it could also go wrong pretty easily.
Oh, definitely. It's a double-edged sword. What's funny to you might really not be funny to someone else.
Why is that?
Well, there's this idea called the iceberg theory of humor. Like an iceberg, most of what affects how a joke lands is hidden. Cultural stuff, personal sensitivities, past experiences, even power dynamics in the room.
So a casual joke about height might land totally differently depending on someone's background or the situation.
Precisely. In one setting, it's light banter. In another, it could feel like a put-down. It shows how humor can subtly affect social hierarchies, you know? Who feels included, who feels excluded.
So especially in places like work, how do we make sure our humor is actually like building bridges, not burning them?
Great question. There's actually a helpful model for this called Dicker's model of workplace humor. It helps you think about it.
Oh, break it down.
It basically asks two things. Is the humor aimed outward at others, that's social, or inward at yourself? And is it positive building up or negative tearing down?
Gotcha. So 4 types.
Yep. First, social positive humor. This is the sweet spot. Jokes that bring the group together, maybe about shared experiences, holds everyone in a good light.
Like that programmer light bulb joke you mentioned earlier.
Exactly. How many programmers does it take? None. That's a hardware problem. It's relatable, lighthearted, doesn't target anyone. This kind is always appropriate.
Okay. Safe zone. It's definitely not okay.
Social negative humor. Jokes that put people down, criticize, target individuals or groups. Never appropriate. Just don't do it. It alienates people.
Right. Steer clear. What about the self jokes? Making fun of yourself.
That's self-positive and self-negative. These can work sometimes. Self-positive, like that I laugh at my own jokes example. Fine, if the vibe is open. Self-negative, like I walk 2 miles a day. 1 to the donut shop, 1 back. Can make you relatable, but again, don't overdo it. Don't use it just to fish for compliments or seem insecure. Context is everything.
That framework is really useful. Are there other sort of general rules for ethical humor?
Yeah, some good guidelines. Do use humor sometimes to shed light on serious issues like political stuff or social quirks. Spark conversation.
Okay.
But don't make light of real tragedies or super sensitive personal topics. That's just cruel.
Common sense, really.
You'd think. Also, respect cultural differences. Avoid stereotypes, and obviously don't tell sexist, racist, homophobic jokes. That should go without saying.
Absolutely.
And finally, keep it lighthearted. Avoid mean-spirited stuff targeting people. Focus on policies, situations, universal human weirdness, not someone's appearance or identity.
This is all great practical advice. Shifting gears a bit.
Huh.
Why? Why do we even laugh in the first place? What's the theory behind it all?
The big why. Well, there's no single perfect answer, but researchers talk about 3 main theories. First is relief theory.
Relief.
Yeah. The idea is laughter releases pent-up psychic energy. Tension builds up from, say, false expectations or maybe suppressed urges, even guilt. Laughter is the release valve. Pop.
Like letting out steam. Okay. What else?
Then there's superiority theory. Goes way back to Plato, Hobbes. It suggests we laugh at others' misfortunes or flaws or even our past selves because it makes us feel, well, superior.
That sounds a bit mean.
It can seem that way. Think classic slapstick, someone slipping on a banana peel, assuming they're okay, of course. And there's that brief moment of, glad that wasn't me, or laughing at perceived absurdity in others.
Okay, I can see that. Even if it's not our proudest moment. What's the third one? I heard it's pretty dominant now.
That's incongruity theory. This one feels very intuitive. It says humor comes from things being incongruous, unexpected, out of place, contrary to how we think things should be.
Like the setup of a joke leading you one way and the punchline twisting it.
Exactly. The classic riddle. What's black and white and red all over? A newspaper. The humor is in the puzzle, the misdirection, then the aha moment when the incongruity clicks. It's a cognitive shift. Your brain goes one way, then snap, reinterprets it unexpectedly.
That mental jump, yeah. That makes a lot of sense for why jokes work.
It covers a lot of ground.
Are there newer ideas building on these?
Yeah, there's a more recent one called the benign violation theory, or BVT. It tries to combine elements.
Benign violation.
It says humor happens when three things line up. One, something threatens our sense of how the world should be. That's the violation. Two, that threat seems simultaneously benign, not actually harmful or upsetting. And three, we see both things at once.
Okay, example.
Imagine seeing a dog wearing sunglasses and a little hat. Your brain goes, wait, dogs don't wear hats. Violation. But is it dangerous? No, it's harmless. Kind of cute, benign. The humor sparks from holding those two conflicting ideas.
Okay. Violation plus harmlessness. Funny.
Pretty much. And BVT helps explain why tastes differ, right? If the violation hits too close to home for someone or doesn't feel benign to them, it's not funny, maybe even offensive. Depends on your personal connection to the norm being broken.
Fascinating. Okay, we've covered so much: the power, the spotting, the creating, the ethics, the theory. Now let's bring it home. How do we actually weave more laughter into daily life? Make it a practice.
Right, making it intentional. Well, one really direct way is laughter yoga.
Laughter yoga. Is that laughing while doing yoga poses?
Not exactly poses, but it involves intentional laughing, often in a group, combined with deep yoga-style breathing. The idea is you start with forced laughter, ha ha ha, but it quickly becomes genuine.
Really? Even forced laughter works?
Surprisingly, yes. It gets the oxygen flowing, triggers those endorphins we talked about. People leave feeling calm, relaxed, energized. It started in India back in '95. Now there are thousands of clubs worldwide. It clearly resonates.
Wow. That's a commitment. What else? Maybe less. Group-oriented.
Well, you can actively curate your environment. Choose to watch comedies, listen to funny podcasts, read funny books, things you know make you laugh.
Surround yourself with funny.
And even more importantly, spend time with people who make you laugh. Friends, family who have that lighthearted energy. Laughter really is contagious.
Good company makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. Another big one is embracing vulnerability and self-love.
How does vulnerability connect to humor?
When you allow yourself to be open, to share your struggles, your imperfections, maybe finding the humor in those struggles, it builds connection. Sharing anecdotes about, wrestling with tech problems or navigating awkward social moments. Finding the funny side lightens the load for you and others. It's a coping mechanism you can share.
Finding the shared absurdity on being human.
Exactly. And related to that is practicing mindfulness and gratitude.
How does that help with humor?
When you're more present, maybe through meditation or just savoring small things like a cup of tea, you cultivate appreciation. You shift your focus to the positive, the simple joys. And when you appreciate more, you're more open to seeing the lighter side of things, finding humor in moments you might otherwise miss.
So being present opens the door to seeing the funny.
It really can. And if you need one last nudge, think about this. Kids laugh, 300, 400 times a day?
Whoa. And adults.
We average about 15.
15, wow. That's sobering. Or maybe unlaughing.
Huh. Exactly. It just shows how much potential laughter we're leaving on the table. It's this huge untapped resource just waiting for us.
Okay, so wrapping this all up for everyone listening.
Yeah.
What's the big takeaway?
I think it's that humor isn't just this passive thing that happens to you. It's an active skill, a mindset, a powerful tool you can cultivate.
Yeah, it's more than just giggling. It affects our health, our happiness, our relationships, our resilience.
Right. It's about learning to look at the world with maybe a more playful eye, embracing the quirks, finding the absurdity.
So the main lesson is, don't wait for life to be funny. Choose to find the funny in life.
You got it. Observe, practice, choose that lighter approach. So next time things get weird or frustrating or just plain boring, ask yourself.
Where's the punchline here?
Exactly. Invite more laughter in. You might just find it changes everything.